Come take a look at the 3 new Army Bundle box sets for Age of Sigmar.
Spiky bits.
What's up, Hobby Maniacs? Baer back again with you today with a fair and honest review of Anvil Guard, Tempest Eye, and last but certainly not least, Hammerhall. All great cities in the mortal realms. Now all the guys are banded together to fight those dirty, dirty chaos interlopers. Now these are kind of an accompaniment box set to the Firestorm campaign Season of War box that also came out this same week. Of course, you can check out our unboxing, first look review of that here on the channel as well. Probably not going to bust it out and do like tips and tactics on all of it because, well, we got to have a bunch of people to play the campaign, so that's not really a thing right now. But I digress. We will have a feature on that for sure here on the channel. But on these 3 box sets here, we're going to take a closer look at all 3 on this video here because they, for the most part, are a really big savings on what you get inside of it. Probably with the Anvil Guard being one of maybe the least savings ones, but still pretty good in and of itself. Now, once you open these up, you're going to notice there's a lot of different components and stuff in here. Actually, let's take a look at the back, just to kind of give you an idea. It's pretty much the same thing, but they give you a breakdown of exactly what comes in here, the number of components, etc., stuff like that. Very easy, very thorough. Once you open it up, it's going to have neatly put in here all of the components for all of the kits. Now, there is no new or limited edition miniatures that come in these. It's all existing product that we've seen in the past, of course. Now, that being said, don't let it fool you. There is a good value in here. So the contents of this particular box are going to be a War Hydra at $65. You've got a, I guess what they call a Scourge Runner Chariot now, which is a web exclusive right here at $40. 2 boxes of Black Ark Corsairs, excuse me, for $49.50 each. A Black Ark Fleet Master, this guy right here. Also a web store exclusive for $20. Adjudicators, 1 box of 10, and a Knight Velixor right over there. Now Adjudicators is $62, and the Knight Velixor is $30 character right there, multi-part kit character. So once you add all that together, the total cost is $266.50. So your savings at the $170 retail that all 3 of these boxes are is going to be $96. So roughly savings of 36% off MSRP, which is a huge discount, right? Now, say you're going down to your local game store, they give 15% off, 20% off, even 20% off of an existing 36% off. You know, you're talking an extra 7%, you're getting up over 40% off of all these components. So it's a great start for picking up a new Age of Sigmar army that you might not have already before. Now, they're going to give you all the instructions and everything, how it all goes together. These are all components we featured on the channel already. Remember, we've been doing this for 6-7 years, and I'm pretty sure we have featured all of these. Now, there is some new Allegiance abilities that you can use. This Implacable March ability right here for any Anvil Guard army that includes units and or War Scroll battalions with any of the following keywords. So if you have any of those, you can be like, hey, I'm an Anvil Guard, now I get this as well. And what that is going to do for you is, in the Anvil Guild Guard Army's Hero Phase, roll a dice for each enemy unit that was in 1. For a unit in the army, on a roll of 5 or more, the enemy unit must make a 6-inch move. After this move is completed, any enemy models from that unit, which are 3 inches of an Anvil Guard model, are slain. So that seems pretty good. If they don't get away, they're basically wiped out. And there's nothing better in Age of Sigmar than automatically wiping people out right there. Now, we're not going to get into each of the components. Like I said, we showed you already on the channel what all that is. This is just more of to give you an idea of what comes in here and how much of a savings it is. If you'd like the additional breakdown, you can search out each one of those kits individually here on the channel. Next up is the Tempest Eye. And the Tempest Eye, another great kit that comes with some dwarfs, or I guess, what do you even call them anymore? I don't even know. They are, trying to get to my notes where we broke down all the pricing and such right here. So those are, you got the Iron Drakes, the Iron Breakers, you got a Warden King, That is the web store exclusive. He's $21. Both of these boxes are $50. A Lord Celestin, a very cool looking pose right here with his little Griff Hound at $40 US. Of course, you've got the Gyrocopter at $48 and Prosecutors, the new box of 6 for $74 right there. And of course, you open it up, you're going to see all the components, and you're going to get the new booklet with all the instructions and everything for all of them. A lot of these components actually every one of these kits we've already shown you here on the channel. Tempest Eye is your new allegiance abilities for any Stormcast Eternal Free Peoples, Caradon Overlords, Swifthawk Agents, or Eldritch Council that you want to say is now part of the Tempest Eve. Alert and Forewarned. You can add 2 inches to the move characteristic of units in Tempest Eye army in the first battle round. Add 4 inches to the move characteristic instead if it can fly. In addition, add 1 to the save rolls of units from the Tempest Eye army in the first battle round. So first battle round, moving fast and having better saves. And prosecutors be loving that for sure. So there's that box. Now, overall, you're looking at a total retail cost of $283. So that's savings of $113 based off the $170 MSRP. So you're straight up 40% savings. It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. 40% savings. Remember too, if you head down to your local game store, order it online, whatever you may do for your particular needs, well, you might save 10 to 20%. Say you save 20% off of 40%, that's an extra 8%. So you're almost up to 50% off retail. That's awesome. People always love getting half off Games Workshop, right? And you sure can with this box right here if it meets your particular needs. And last but certainly not least is the Hammerhall box set. Now this one I particularly like. It's got the Free Peoples in here, some Demogryphs, a few little Stormcast guys, the Hurricanum, and of course another cool Lord Celestin. So we're going to open that up, show you all of that. Again, we've reviewed each and every one of these kits on the channel before. Here you can see a little bit more detail. You've got the, who are these guys? The new, well, I guess he's called the Free Guild General. This used to be the old Empire General. He's a $25 box, web store exclusive. You've got the Free Guild Guard, which are these guys up front here, $24. Then your crossbowmen up here at $24 as well. I think those are a web store exclusive. Demogryph Knights, $53.75. Lord Celestin at $40 with his Griff Hound, of course. And a squad of Liberators there, multi-part 10. So you're looking at $62. And last but certainly not least, the Celestial Hurricanum, $53.75 for a total cost of $284.50. And a total savings of about 120 bucks. That's 42%. So this is the really good one right here. This is where you save your most money. That's going to definitely put you up around 50%, assuming you can get a normal 20% off this already bundled price right here. As far as allegiance abilities go, Hammerhall is pretty much anybody that has an order keyword, except for the crazy lizards. We know them now as Seraphon. Pride of Hammerhall. Remember, Hammerhall is a completely different game as well for the Silver Tower series. So this is kind of all happening, things going on in the same city that is now in the mortal realms. Teleported down from Azerheim, from on high. The Pride of Hammerhall, add 1 to the bravery of all models for this army in the battle shock phase. If there is at least twice as many enemy models on the battlefield as Hammerhall models at the start of battle shock phase, add 2 to bravery. That's fantastic. If there are at least 3 times as many models, then the units in the Hammerhall army automatically pass battle shock test. Woo, that could come in handy. No retreat, no surrender right there for sure. Boom. So there's the Hammerhall army box set. Again, another fantastic savings from Games Workshop right there. And you can get, some of these models don't have rules per se in a, what do they call them, Battle Tome now, but you can download the PDFs for, say, some of the Free Guild people and the Hurricanum. These, of course, Stormcasts are going to be in the Stormcast Eternal book, which came out in February, but the rest of this stuff, the Free Guild stuff, you're going to have to, and actually I think this is a different faction. It's like the College Arcanum or something like that. But these are all going to be PDF downloads as far as rules goes over here. Some of the other stuff too in the other boxes are going to be PDF downloads that you're going to have to go to Games Workshop site to find the actual rules for. So that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed our first look, fair and honest review and breakdown of all the savings you can get in here and the new rules that also come in them. They're all a tremendous value. Just got to pick the one that tickles your pickle and kind of go from there, and you can build up one of these dope city armies for the Age of Sigmar. Now, there is more additional rules in the Firestorm Season of War box set. So grab a couple of buddies, pick up the box, maybe start up a campaign, a slow grow kind of thing. You can play 1,000 points each, something like that. Definitely doable. This fall, there'll be plenty to do once it starts getting colder outside. Maybe Age of Sigmar is the way to go. We don't have a dedicated kind of campaign box for 40K yet. So maybe Sigmar is tickling your fancy right now until all of the 40K books come out there. So if you liked our features here on this channel, make sure you subscribe to us and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all the features we drop on here. And head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today.